I was always very much attracted to the journalism, the screen, the people who are appearing on screen and talking, and there are masses who are following the school of thought. Yeah, it was like that. When I was so young, maybe it's the age of 10, 12 years, when I was started my career as a debater. I was so young to be a debater even, and then after being debater, it's just going and going on without limitless, I must say, a limitless life. And then school, college, university, and in my university life, I realized that, yeah, I need to be an anchor. So at the very start of my age, definitely when you're so young, you're unable to identify what you want to do basically. But later on, when your habits, your interests defines you, what you want to do. Yeah, after being a debater, I decided to be an anchor. My educational background, I did MPhils. I'm 18 years qualified. I did my graduation, a Bachelor in Business Administration. Later on, I did my Master's in Business Administration. I do remember I had word with my teacher that he convinced me to do a thesis and take a MPhil's degree, and I thought, okay, let's take it. So I did MPhils later on. Even I'm planning to do a master degree in journalism too, because it would be very worthy for my career, professional career. Yeah, this question is usually asked whenever I am in the interviews, that I did business administration and I choose to be an anchor, and anchoring is all in journalism. So how it helped me? Yeah, business administration helped you a lot. Planning, organizing, execution, yes, the HR practices to make policies, to put ideas. Yeah, I had made the policies for HR when I was working being an HR officer to some multinational company. Later on, I equipped with all the knowledge of business administration. I studied PR, and that is a very close part of media journalism too, and PR is for everybody. Yeah, I also had my one subject of organizational and comparative management that is implementing a lot by these days. When I am working with different organizations, I just see how the standards and the policies are different from each other. Yeah, it helped me a lot being an executive study. Yep. My experience of facing the camera for the first time, yeah, this is again a question which usually asked. I was fearless. I didn't feel, I was thinking that I am talking to a plastic piece, that's it. Because being a debater, I used to experience live public in front of me. Whatever their feedback is coming to me on my face directly. So when I was appearing for the first time in front of camera for my talk show, I was like, really? I have to speak in this small studio? Okay. I'm working as a journalist for DW. It's my role. I have to write stories, I have to write blogs, I have to do videos, I go out for Facebook Live and I interact with people. There are lots of departments, 30 languages are working here. So it's a lot more and a different work practices from Pakistan to here. How I decided to be here, I was trying so hard to work with international journalism for around 3.5 years, and I was trying so many platforms, like I can get an opportunity to work with international journalism, because it's very important to know how international journalism is working. So I got the opportunity. Well, I am from Karachi, and yes, family support is very important. Without family support, you can't do anything, especially the culture of Pakistan, the Asian people who are very much embedded with the family structure, unitary family system, and a very conjugated family system. The father is the lord of the house and you have to obey your elders, and this is how our lives are basically. And yes, family supported me a lot, especially my parents, both of the parents, my father and my mother. My father always wanted to be a professor or a teacher or a lecturer, and my mother always wanted me to be an anchor because she wanted to be an anchor. So at the same time, I'm an anchor and I also teach to universities too. Well, it's not a biased statement. Yes, international media is very much different from the local media. Yeah, especially the Pakistan, India, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh. They are practicing. I must say it's sometimes one-sided, because I have worked with local media, TV, electronic media, TV channels, and they are backed by somebody. Yeah, so it's not neutral, and most of the international media forums are secular. They're open to every religion. Yeah, they're open to everything what a human can wanted to do. They are not gender biased. They have, the international standards are quite different, and yes, it's always implemented. The rule of law is very sharp. You just can't hide from it. Whenever the new tasks are given to me, I found them very challenging, and I try to do it with my more enthusiasm, because as a person I'm very energetic and supportive sort of personality. So whenever I have a very typical controversial news reports, I am a bit proactive. I found them more challenging. That's it. Yes, good and bad news also impact you, your personality, your mind. For the very first time when I heard a bad news, I was live. Yeah, it took a great impact on my personality. Even I wept a bit when I was in the washroom, because yeah, it harms your heart whenever you think very bad things happening to the rural areas of Pakistan especially. So it make your day bad. We are humans. Anchors are also humans. That's why we feel bad too, like you. Yeah, I have heard a lot of news, and even I know that the industry is on downsizing, but I think downsizing is always a wrong choice, a wrong sizing, I must say. Making people unemployed, snatching the food from their mouth, just snatching the bread and butter of their lives, making their children, their wives, their families worried is not a solution. If it's any external pressure, if it's government of Pakistan, if it's somebody else, they have to give solution to the public. They have alternatives. They have some more opportunities, jobs for those people who are unemployed suddenly. My tip to all those who want to join as a journalist or an anchor, you have to clear your mind what you want to do. Journalism is so huge, and there are different parts. I choose to be an anchor, and later on I decided to be a journalist first, because it's something to be more honorable, and you have more knowledge. What you need to do, you have to do a degree first, and then you have lots of internship. You have to work hard. Right now situation is quite unbalancing in Pakistan media industry, but it's okay. Sky's the limit. Work hard, go, find and win. In my opinion, everything have a boom and slum. Yeah, as electronic media get its boom, and now it's in a slum area. So definitely social media, it's getting a high speed so much, and there was a time people were talking about Facebook, and later on they are talking on Instagram, WhatsApp, and now it's the time of YouTube. So yeah, if it is getting boom, we have to set some standards, and it's gonna face some slums too, definitely. My favorite social media is in Instagram. It's new, it's more innovative, and yeah, it's good. My message to my fans: love you all, first of all, and secondly, wherever you are, whatever you are doing, try to do with your full heart. Think good, you will have good. Make places and chances for the lower ones and all those who are depending on you, and see the miracles of the Creator. That's it.